All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So, this morning I want to talk about never get jealous of a woman's past. So, typically, the scenario would be you and your girl, you and your partner sitting down, drinking some wine, hanging out together, and decide to talk about each other's past. And she starts sharing intimate details of her past, because usually with a lot of women it would be intimate. And the other areas that would not be so intimate would be maybe her past arrest record. Maybe she was a prostitute in her past as well. And you suddenly, as she's opening up to you, you start getting really jealous and start ridiculing her, which is not something you want to do. We all have a past. Again, you got to remember, it's only your turn with her. So she has had a past. She has had past experiences. And you always got to look at what she's doing with herself currently. So not about her past. You got to remember, you brought her into your life, or she's become part of your life because of the person she currently is. And a lot of our past has made us who we are today. And that goes for male or female. Again, now she shares with you her past. Maybe she's had an arrest record. She's been arrested for various reasons. Sometimes you'll hear, a woman was arrested for prostitution, and she decided to leave that space in her life and change her life and start doing other things. And a lot of other times it's just intimate details of sexual experiences that she shared with, perhaps had experiences with other women, other men, threesomes, etc. And a lot of you guys get really butthurt and jealous and start using that against her, use that as a tool against her, constantly bug her about it. Again, when a woman does share with you, it means she trusts you. She respects you enough to know that you're strong enough as a guy, because you represented yourself as a strong man, right? And so she shares with you these details thinking that, hey, you'll be okay with it, because women typically are more realistic and they're more mature in this area. It doesn't affect them as much when you share with them your past. But a lot of guys get butt hurt. And again, you guys should never get butt hurt. Look at what she's doing with herself currently, and that's what's important. What she's currently doing with herself in her life. Again, we have all had a past, and what counts is what you're currently doing with yourself now. Is it counterintuitive what you're doing, or is it very intuitive? Is it making a positive role or change in your current life, what you're doing? And that's what you should look at always. And don't waste your time. I mean, jealousy is a huge waste of time. Again, we all have a past. Never get jealous of her past. If she shares with you her past, it means she trusts you enough, because most women will never do that. Or they'll just deceive you, lie to you and say, oh, she doesn't have much. There's, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. If you ask her intimate details, if she's had girl experiences or what have you, she'll lie to you. But if she's truthful to you, embrace it, respect it, and move with it. Don't ridicule her, don't shame her about it, and just move on. Appreciate that, and give her a hug and a kiss. So, and for you ladies, just to understand why guys get jealous, well, first of all, if they misrepresented who they are and they suddenly now get jealous, they came across initially as this tough alpha guy, well, that's a sign of weakness, and that's something they have to work on themselves. Obviously, it's not what they represented to you is not what who they truly are. So that's something they just have to work with. A lot of guys are like this. It's just due to their own insecurities. Perhaps they haven't experienced enough life themselves, whether it be sexual or other things. So it makes them feel that you have one edge on top of them. And it's part of evolution as well. Most guys want to feel like we, are in a new car. So when you meet a girl, they don't realize it's only your turn. So most women that you meet have had other partners in their life and has done different things in their life based on that partner's personality. So a lot of guys just have to accept that and just move ahead. Again, you don't need any type of negativity in your life whatsoever. So a guy has to tighten up, realize if a woman does share intimate details, which does not happen very, very often. It's something women just do not do. Just embrace it, because hey, that's a positive thing if she's being straight up and honest with you. So hopefully you guys understand this, and it's clear cut. Again, it has a lot to do with who you are and how you show up, and what you're currently doing with yourself as a person, whether you're a guy or a girl. Again, if she shares with you, never get jealous. You can only hurt the relationship, and she'll never trust you with anything again. So keep that in mind, and smash that like button, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys soon.